Judit Castillo back to serve first.
I would say Judit is not a pure baseliner, so she's really going to want to make this a more athletic match if she can. But if you see right there, she's not as comfortable as Leigh for sure.
Nice rip. Spreads the field and hits the whip. When you say make it a more athletic game for Judit, what would you like her to play into in that way?
Well, I think dipping the ball down low and using her movement as a weapon and kind of taking the net away from Leigh if she can.
How do you take the net away from Leigh when she's so good at getting there and so difficult to pass seemingly with her movement?
I have a few ideas, and I'm not sharing them. I did a lot of breakdown yesterday.
0-0.
To start off, it's the return, and Judit's really going to have to focus on her return in this match. She's going to have to get some deep, and she's going to have to focus on the first strike.
1-0.
A little deep.
Yeah, going for depth clearly, but just a bit too much. This is the 7th overall meeting between these two players. Leigh has won every meeting, excuse me, the 8th. She has won 7 straight against Judit. Nice strike from Leigh Waters.
And that's the reality of it. You're going to play a good point sometimes, and you're going to lose. So it's about, like, can you mentally get to the point where you can step up and do that consistently, and physically can you get to the point of that? I mean, she's making every single one of us a better player.
13 match losses. Yeah, you contributed to 2 of those. For Leigh Waters anyway. Wow. And then that volley on the fly from Waters.
Timeout receiver, 4-0.
And a quick timeout.
Yeah.
A good timeout.
I mean, to your point earlier, Judit Castillo is putting together some great pushes to go here in the semifinal rounds. Michelle McMahon and Leah Jansen in the booth with you.
Side out.
This is not going to be a winning strategy of just kind of hitting your return on your back foot and just staying back, though, because even though she missed that, it's just free sailing to the net for her.
That's the net this time. Strikes a clean volley, and Waters counters it just a touch wide. Castillo on the board.
And that's a good pattern. That's just something like you're going to have to know. You have to do that every time. And if she beats you that way, she beats you that way.
Cut volley a bit wide, but would have been the winning touch for Castillo. Castillo has 1 singles title to her name. It was in Austin back in March of 2024. Big accomplishment, as you know, how hard it is to get there.
Side out.
Overcooked a few of these volleys. Does she have the wind behind her a little bit?
Yeah, the wind is...
It's hard to tell from here.
Kind of funky yesterday as well. It's hard to get a read on it.
Much better patterns.
What did you specifically like about that one?
She hit a big serve, and she took the first ball she could early, and Judit followed it in. You got to be brave. You got to do it, and you have to continuously apply pressure.
Chatted with Castillo a little bit ahead of the match. Has such a great spirit about her. 62% win percentage. Wow.
Side out.
And you have to be okay giving some of those up to Waters.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of like how well you can develop your attack game, honestly.
4-2.
What a shot.
A beauty on the backhand wing of Castillo. Big match for her here, too, with this 1,500 points up for grabs. Judit Castillo on the outside looking in right now. 11 in the world in singles. Looking to capture some of those points.
Point.
Castillo keeps it to the middle. Annalie Waters, what are the benefits to going body on Annalie Waters versus maybe spreading her out laterally?
Well, I think she truly does enjoy moving and being on the move in singles and doubles, so kind of pinning her into a box. The thing is, the ball has to be deep.
Wow. Full scramble for Amazing. Castillo ties it at 4. Beating every championship Sunday almost in every event is not easy.
She's just sailing a couple right now. Honestly, it looks to me like she's a little tight and not finishing through the shot.
Yeah, and that's a rarity for Annalie to surrender a point after a timeout called on her side.
Good sign for Castillo.
Nice ball to the corner, drop volley. Annalie is on it, and Castillo hangs out for one more. Wow.
It's a great play.
I was almost worried for her on the drop volley that.
And also a good sign is Castillo's kind of turned the table. I thought there were a few balls that Annalie could have gone in on, and she waited back, almost a little bit apprehensive because she's been sailing these long.
Takes 4.
Great serve. You got to take that in. This is a great sign for Castillo. She is putting Annalie on the defensive and just keep going.
Had a nice deep serve to start, but what else was working there for Castillo?
It's just the constant pressure. And like I said, she's very athletic. She's a good mover. She has to move her movement to her advantage, and right now she is.
Has a new sponsorship as well. Knox, the brand she is wearing, and the paddle she's playing with. Big into paddle, and there's brand out of Spain. Inside out was a touch wide.
That's smart of Annalie. She just took the first ball and got in. And I think right now you're going to see a big serve, and she's just going to start bull rushing.
4-7.
Wow, what a shot.
Just what a battle from Castillo.
It's a good point. She's covering the net very well, and she's hitting good first volleys.
You know what? She brought a good point ahead of the match of, you know, matching up against Annalie. She is who she is.
7-4.
She told me so mentally. Yeah, there's always that she's the world #1 for a reason. But I feel like I've got nothing to lose. Why not?
Exactly. It's a good attitude to have.
That one's going down, and Annalie Waters roars, takes the serve back. So we expect Annalie Waters to close quickly off this third. How do you neutralize that if you're Castillo on the other side? Obviously deep return, but then how do you get her out of position at the kitchen? Love to know.
I like what she's doing right now, taking her time.
There she goes, but that ball is, I don't know. I thought that ball was a little deep.
I think it caught.
Okay.
They usually catch.
5-7.
That is her best play.
What is?
So when her opponent goes to slice, she has the recognition, and obviously she trains this. She trains this in her anticipation and what she looks for. Ooh, was that a football?
6-7.
And she closes in. So right when you put your head down, she closes in on your slice.
Point.
Yep, and now she's just bull rushing. If I'm Castillo, I'm taking a timeout.
Yeah, and she will. 7-all. Waters storms back to tie it.
Looks like a towel timeout.
Oh, okay.
I would take a real timeout. And if I'm Castillo, I'm with my net coverage and my quickness, and I'm having success at the net, she's going to have to take some risk on this return and go in.
7-7.
She stays back.
There she goes.
Oh, my. She stayed back and still found a way to battle through.
Yeah, it's a great point right there.
Castillo is a workhorse off the court. You talked about that conditioning with us on Tuesday, Leigh, when you were with us. How important it is, especially in today's game, with how tight it is at the top, especially women's singles, especially when you're playing multiple divisions as you are. And
yeah, if you want to know right now, look how Annalise breathing a little heavy there. You have to be in good shape after that point at 7-7 because you need to go play another point like this. You can't bail out mentally or physically.
7-7.
Short serve. I think still was just a little bit tired right there. Right there, you have to go up 7-7, and it's tough because you're nervous. That was a tough point. You have to go up and rip a serve right there. Landed short in the box, and Waters was easily able to take the net. Ooh, Wynn hung it in. It's a good pass, though. She got low enough. You see her motioning. I got to go forward.
7-7.
Her being Castillo.
Yes.
Yeah, punishing volley from Waters.
Again, a short serve. I know it's tough,
yeah,
but you almost have to miss long right there.
7-7.
Nice depth on her way up to the kitchen for Judit Castillo. Goes deep middle on Waters.
Stalemate.
So deep serve.
Yeah, she's got to go
the emphasis. And third shot with Waters taking the net. Curious where she goes here. She goes the forehand. And Waters hangs on.
I mean, you can't emphasize it enough. It's better to get up there. You know,
yeah.
I like my chances more at the net, and pretty much everyone does now, under pressure than hitting a passing shot under pressure. More can go wrong.
Yeah.
7-7.
Good return. Where she's going.
Wide open. Shot down the line, and it was wide. Castillo recovers. Stuck on knot. 7.
Castillo's doing a really good job of stretching Waters to her backhand volley. She does not have as much reach there, and she obviously doesn't use one hand like a few of the other girls, so it's giving her a little bit of trouble.
7-7.
Great touch.
Castillo almost got there, too.
Great touch. First couple forehand volleys were not that clean. She just made up for it. Look at that.
Placement over power for Waters, looking to go ahead here.
7-7.
Waters to the net first.
There she goes. Nice.
Oh, man. Gave it to her on the backhand side, trying to equalize.
What a point. And that's the thing. You have to, she just hit 8 great passes, and she still lost the point. You have to have the conditioning, the mental toughness, and the skill to step out and do that 4 more times.
After review, the result of the rally stands. The ball was in. Loss of a free challenge, no free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. Resume play at 8-7.
And this is Waters' first lead, I believe, since 4-0, correct?
Time in. 8-7.
8-7. Waters serving. And it was once working for Castillo. Has since evaporated. Waters climbs ahead by 2.
9-7. Point.
Just long.
Depth.
Still thought
Game
about
point.
it.
Yeah.
That's where it's like the bummer. You know, you used your other one for a timeout.
10-7.
And it's the first game.
Game point for Waters.
Side out.
Had the perfect setup there. Great depth to Waters' approach. Sitter volley missed into the net. Rarely do we see that.
Even the best do it.
7-10.
Great
Side
net
out.
coverage. Annalie's net coverage has just improved so much, and obviously that is because she's becoming older and she's
Game point.
becoming more physical
Yeah.
by the day.
But how does she do it? She's not that tall. Like, how is it the read then? Is it the way she
it's
positions herself for the next
10-7.
shot?
I think it's the anticipation. They obviously know if you hit it here, the ball is going here. But it's really, her footwork is great. You know, that's a point of emphasis since she's been young.
And Leigh takes the first, 11-7, but Judit Castillo has a lot to be proud of and a lot to build off of.
0-0.
Had a lead at 7-5 in game one, and then Waters rallied back.
Yeah, and now she's got the wind behind her.
And she has that next gear in her competitive game. When she feels like somebody's close, she raises the bar even higher for herself. It seems anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like,
1-0.
oh, you got 7 points on me, now I'm even more motivated.
Interesting.
What was interesting?
She really tried to be tricky with that shot. It looked like she tried to hold it and then like almost do an inside out down the line shot.
0-1.
Even Anna Leigh can't pull that one off.
Wow.
But to speak to that point, Michelle,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand until they get on the court and experience the ball. Like, she can hold her paddle, which means take it back and
Yeah.
keep it in the same position and hit 3 different shots from that
1-0.
same position. So it's really tough until you get behind it and you're like guessing where she's going. See, right there.
Yep.
Castillo committed line. Anna Leigh held it and went cross court instead. She has the ability to do that. So what looks like
0.
a bad miss volley maybe on TV, or not a bad one, when you're behind it, it's much tougher. Yeah, and Anna Leigh is just kicking it up a notch. There are moments, because she is human, even though I like to think she might be an AI robot, where she does show nerves.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I felt
you're right.
them
0.
yesterday, and I didn't capitalize on them. And those really like are the defining moments. She had them in game one. You got to capitalize.
Side out.
What do you think the current hurdle is for you as somebody that's kept it more close than others with Anna Leigh Waters in your history of matches together?
Sorry?
With Anna Leigh, what do you think the
0-3.
next hurdle is for you to overcome in those matches
I
where
mean-
you have those small moments?
It's just the mentality, like I said in the beginning. She's making all of us better. I have to keep refining my game. I have to hit every single shot. I have to get in better shape. I have to get stronger below the net, and you just have to keep doing that. And I think I finally grasped the
3-0.
understanding of what I need to do. It's not going to be a certain shot. It's just purely about execution.
Yeah.
And she executes better than all of us.
How much are you training singles now compared to doubles on court?
Well, it's about to be much more.
0-3.
I assume in those training moments, the bar is Anna Leigh, where you're setting your training up almost to beat her.
Wow, what a shot. Anna Leigh went back behind on the high ball. She had Castillo on her back foot. Well, I think it's just being a little bit more specific, hitting certain shots, and being able to
1-3.
make sure you can hit every single shot from the court. It's a good ball.
Point.
Anna Leigh really trusting her net play. She just kind of hit that one short and down the middle and came in.
2-3.
Wow.
Point.
It's just a bit wide, though. Castillo ties it at 3, and one more, and Waters will call a timeout. I put my money on it.
Absolutely. I'm surprised she hasn't yet.
3-3.
Oh, that's a great play.
Side out.
She held and then stabbed towards the open court. Such a good anticipation play. See it right here. Holds, and then she goes for it.
3-3.
Wow, what a volley, because that was not a good approach and a really good passing shot.
Castillo caught off balance at the baseline. Waters back on top by 1 in game 2.
And it does seem like the side that Waters is on does have a bit of wind behind them. Still is doing a great job of spreading Waters on the volleys, and she's not able to get much on them.
Three, 4.
Great point. And 4-4. Really starting off like the other game did. This is a really good show for Judit. Starting the second game strong, especially after getting down 0-3. Pushing Italy on her back foot there. Look at that.
Lob is up. Castillo
What? Such a bold play.
Why take it off the bounce there instead of out of the air for Castillo?
It's really hard. She threw that up. There's some wind. It's a plastic ball, and you can really lose it in your sight line.
5-4.
You thought it was bold that Waters took the net, or the
yeah, that Waters took the net.
Point. Timeout receiver.
There it is. And even tougher to do is hanging on to this lead against Waters and take a game off her. We'll see if Castillo is able to do that here. She has won games on Waters in the past. They met in San Clemente actually twice at the final, and did take some games off her there.
Side out.
I do think that's the side that Waters has had the most success at, is pressuring her backhand.
4-6.
Hey, I guess you're having a day. You need a couple of those.
Usually they only work for Waters. Just kidding.
I think they only work for Colin Johns.
That's true.
6-4.
Oh, my, another one. Oh! What?
She's going to challenge this, but I think she's trying to sell it on the call.
Side out is the result of the rally. Referee timeout.
You think Waters is trying to sell it, or Castillo?
Hit the net post. Coming across, the result of the rally is again 4-6.
She's challenging whether or not that hit the...
I don't think that hit the post.
That live. Anyways, not our job
There's
to...
no evidence that the ball hit the post. The rally will stand as played. Loss of a free challenge, no free challenge remaining. One free challenge remaining. Resuming play, side out, 4-6.
I'm not sure what she's confused by here. She's laughing, but...
Oh, maybe she heard it, Castillo. She heard it clunk off.
I don't know. Physics is telling me that's important. If it's the post, it's not going to hit there. Oh, that's going out.
Way out. Goes back to the backhand.
What a point.
Sticks the volley and brings the serve back home to Judit Castillo.
Yeah, I think 2 of those balls were going out. Great point by Castillo, nonetheless. Using all parts of the court.
6-4.
4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. Nice dip.
Point.
It's a great dip. Getting it below the net, and again, targeting that backhand volley.
7-4.
All right.
The same lead she had in game 1.
Does she want it?
7-4.
What a shot.
Side out.
I know I like kind of laugh. It is funny to watch, but it always works. So
What? The
just her self-talk, you know?
Yeah.
It really does always work. So whether it gets into the mind of the opponent, it really does fire her up.
It's live. Waters
What a
goes
shot.
right back to it.
You saw the anger in that shot. She was not going to miss that.
Almost identical to what we saw in game 1 too. She's like, she takes it personally when
5-7.
she's playing from behind, which
for
rarely
sure.
happens.
Yeah, not one sails. We felt a big gust. I think if you're Castillo, you take a timeout here, though. It's good to take your time.
Just heard that from the crowd too. Somebody suggesting a timeout to be
6-7.
taken. Chance to tie it here for Waters.
Shot.
Inside out.
Hangs
So
on
it
to
just
it.
keeps the point alive, and she's doing a really good job of keeping these balls low to Annalie's backhand volley.
Has to get one here, right?
Yeah, I definitely would say so.
7-6.
Good serve.
What a ball from Annalie Waters.
Just didn't get it low enough. Those are the margins, Michelle. A foot too high, you pay.
And against anyone else in the field, it's not as costly. And against Annalie Waters, she'll punish any.
That one would have been costly against a lot, but
6-7.
yeah, just a little bit too high in the wheelhouse. So good going back behind her. Again, just stretching her, and showing a lot of variation. Some of these passes do look out, don't you think?
Yeah, a couple of
7-6.
times.
That's in. Oh, what a shot.
Side out.
The quality is so high right now.
A chance to tie it here for Annalie Waters.
6-7.
Drop volley. Waters gets to it. Sends it wide. And Waters looks to her bench, signaling another cue on a shot she would have rather had.
Yes.
7-6. Judit Castillo takes an offensive
Overtime.
timeout.
7-6.
I like this.
Yeah, I do too. Tries to go up the tee. It's short. Waters gets to the net. And a clean pass
Waters
for
is
Castillo.
really favoring the middle, which is interesting because it seems like when Judit is set, she's really hitting her spots.
8-6.
Great shot.
Oh, my.
Yeah, her forehand is on fire.
I was just going to ask you when she hit that depth of the baseline, would you like to see her close? But Judit Castillo stays back and hits a pass anyways.
I definitely think she needs to go to the
9-6.
forehand and approach in on Castillo's backhand. What a ball.
Side out.
Waters gets it back in a 3-point deficit.
6-9.
It's good. Oh, no, it's not.
Wait.
The crowd was unaware of the call.
People are saying challenge.
Live, I thought I saw it wide as well. Is it worth a challenge at this point?
I thought it was wide. I'm not sure what she's asking.
Well, the fans that are yelling a challenge would be on the far side, which is...
All right, so she, I don't know what the discussion was about. She decided not to.
What do you think? Still wide?
Yeah, I think
yeah, still wide.
7-9.
Come on a net cord, come on. Gotta love it. No, I think I would have screamed come on that one.
8-9.
Too. It's dire need. We're at 7-9, now 8-9.
Just shows the intensity here. Chance to tie it for Waters.
Nice drop volley. Wow. What a point.
3 straight points for Leigh Waters. Erases the 3-point hole.
And high quality points. Is there a timeout available?
No, she already used it. Castillo, you're talking about?
Yeah.
She used the offensive timeout ahead of that.
And
serve to get off of 7.
Okay.
She could use that.
Does she have a free challenge timeout?
She does still have that intact. Let's see if she uses it here.
It's a great volley.
Man, match point for Leigh Waters. Judit Castillo right there in contention.
Match point. 10-9.
Waters takes it. Yes, epic match. And Judit Castillo has a lot to be proud of, but what a performance from Leigh Waters. Leigh Waters prevails in a tight semifinal battle with Judit Castillo, and Leigh Waters with another triple crown in sight. Has a long way to go today, but what a match. We were spoiled with that one. And Leigh joins us now to talk about the big win. Leigh, it's rare when you're pushed in a match, especially at this point in the tournament, but how were you able to gut this one out and come back not once but twice to steal it off Judit Castillo?
Yeah, I mean, I watched Judit play Caitlin yesterday, and I think the opposite happened. I think Caitlin was up, and then Judit just fought back and ended up winning the match. So I knew today was going to be super grindy, super scrappy. Judit makes you hit one more shot every rally. She's so fast. I wish she was a little slower, to be honest, on the court. She makes me rethink some of my shots. So great playing to her, and she had some great wins to get here. And I haven't played her in a while, so I think that was one reason, too. I was trying to figure out the strategy while we were playing, and that's not always a good thing. But yeah, she definitely pushed me today, and I'm just glad I could kind of grit through and make my way to Championship Sunday.
Well, I think everybody here who plays pickleball can learn from what they just saw from you, and just that you're never out of a game, never out of a match. And although 3 points doesn't seem like a big deficit, in singles it can feel like it. Mentally, what did you have to do to pull yourself out?
I just feel like it's that never give up mindset. I'm going to fight for every point, whether I'm down 10-0 or if I'm up 10-0. And my mom was just kind of telling me to hit certain shots. But honestly, I think today I was a little out of it mentally, and I was honestly just out there grinding for every point. And I really want to thank the crowd. You guys really helped me, especially when I was down in both those games. So thank you guys so much. I love coming here and being in this atmosphere, and it definitely helps to push me through. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like today maybe wasn't on my best, and I felt like Judit kind of took advantage of that and was making me play, hitting a lot of shots. So hopefully tomorrow I'll play a little bit better.
Yeah, if that isn't your best, look out the rest of the field. That was a fun one to watch. Leigh, congratulations. Moving on to Championship Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.